All right, man. Al Heyman's inability to keep his fighters active is hurting PBC. Um, is hurting PBC in my opinion. Let's talk about it. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. And it seemed like Floyd Mayweather really set the standard for fighting once a year. And people tend to forget that, he had hand injuries. He was just trying to prolong his career. That was it. He was trying to heal and come back, get the bag, heal, come back, get the bag. He was just really trying to prolong his career. You know, so I don't really think that I don't really think that should have been the in my opinion, I don't really think that should have been the barometer for guys' activity level. You know, and that's my opinion. You know, but his inability to keep his top fighters, he's all his fighters active, but I'm really gonna talk about the top fighters. His inability to keep those guys um active is a huge problem. It's a huge problem. His inability to keep them guys active. It's a huge problem. And and I think it might be a problem that might come back and you might come back and it's coming back to bite them in the ass. Let's call a spade a spade. It's coming back to bite them in the ass. Foden coming off a 13-month layoff. I mean, Charlo ain't fought in 2 years. And you think about it, your average American, regardless of how y'all feel about it, they can't, NBA players can't afford to miss a game check. NFL players can't hold out long enough to miss a game check. Think about that for a minute. So if your NBA players and NFL players can't afford to miss a game check, how can these boxers afford to miss a game check or miss a check? They can't. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. Don't get fooled. Can't nobody in America afford to miss no game check. Trust and believe me. Can't nobody afford to miss no check. You know. Hold on real quick. Sorry, y'all. You know. So but his ability to keep his champions inactive is why Jamel, damn near lost to Castanos, right? Um, I mean, you can go countless other fights. Danny Garcia been fairly inactive. So and people say, well, lack of TV dates. I mean, even when they had TV dates, man, and they had Fox to help relieve some pressure on TV dates, it was like he was looking at the TV dates, and it's like, yo, what the hell going on? You had guys you never heard of, low vibration matchups on the television screen. And this is what I tell y'all about dealing with black businesses and shit. They rarely have a structure. They rarely have a plan. And he overpaid these people And just to get them in a decent main event, it got to go on pay-per-view. Let's be real, Plan Benavidez should have been on regular TV. You know, and Fox and Showtime don't want to put that amount of money up. They don't want to be paying pay-per-view prices for regular TV fights. And they're not producing, you know, big numbers. So a lot of these fighters are getting their ass whooped based on inactivity. And if you look at Canelo hit list, 3 possible fighters that's supposed to be on that hit list, well, you could say 4 are all inactive. Jermell coming off a year layoff. Jamal coming off 2 or 3 years layoff. Even if he fight, then one fight ain't gonna make up for 2 or 3 years. Damn, 2 years, 2+ years going on 3. You look at Demetrius Andrade, he been the most active out the two, but throughout his career, he been lethargic. He been lethargic. You know, so I mean, you just look at this whole situation, man, and he doing himself a disservice, and this will happen when you if you took any econ class, whenever high school, whatever. This will happen when you overpay, for a product. Now everybody got to sit on the shelf. Now it's hard to convince guys to take less than their minimum in their contract. Like, okay, go ahead and take this right here, be the co-main event, so you can have some type of activity. They like, no, I'm not moving for less than my minimum. And at the end of the day, guess what? Floyd Schofield daddy said that it wasn't no they didn't have any guarantees in their contract where they had to fight. It wasn't a guarantee to fight once a year. So you can go 2 or 3 years without them giving them a fight. So if you say, well, I don't want to be the co-main event, or I don't want to take that $1 million, I want $2 million. Well, okay, guess what? He got 400 or some other fighters. He gonna go to them and give them that opportunity. And power to the fighters, because they got the power to do that. Because they gotta abide by the contract. But how many fighters really sitting there at home, staying in shape, disciplined? Ask yourself that. How many fighters really at home in between fights staying in shape? I mean, you got the Charlos, Wilder, very few. Very few. Very few. And he need to come up with some type of skill. And Fulton fell victim to that too. He probably could have performed a lot better. Not saying that he could have won, but he could have performed a lot better had Al Haymon not had put him in the ring within 13 months before he got into that fight. Come on. He could have did a lot better. He could have did a lot better. You know? He could have did a lot better. You know? And he killing his fighter's progression. He's killing his fighter's progression with not knowing how to match make. Bad late replacement matchmaking. My bad. I don't know what I was on that one. That was a mistake. But he killing this fighter's progression with bad matchmaking. Um, you know, uh, you know, putting guys in there and with late replacements. That's dangerous. I mean, we can just keep going on and on. he needs some type of structure. He need a tiers, and I'll give him this free game. He need tiers. Check out my new channel, Free Game 89, FR33 Game 89. Link in the description, and it's in the link tree under new channel, right? He need to have some type of structure. He need to have some type of structure. Where I got my main event tier 1 fighters. Then my tier 2 fighters is, could be possible main events, co-main events. And, then I got my, all the time. He need to have some type of structure, but hey, it is what it is. His ability and his inability to keep his fighters active is one of the big reasons why they keep getting their ass whooped and upset on the same side street, across the street, around the corner. But hey, check out the Box News playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Next subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. We go live or drop video. Financially, want to support the channel? Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.